Hi, I'm Nick.
And I'm Tegan.
Earlier this year, I was granted my Starlight Wish, which was to go to the Horizontal Falls for 4 nights with Horizontal Falls Seaplane Adventures. This trip was absolutely awesome, and in the footage coming up, you'll see this. It was an absolute next level trip, and me and Tegan enjoyed every minute of it. I got the Starlight Wish because back in 2018, which was last year, I was diagnosed with testicular cancer at the age of 21. Which sucked, but this was actually a great thing that came of it.
Okay, in January of 2018, we moved out of home 6 hours away to Bremer Bay, where Nick got offered an aquaculture job with the abalone industry. We got our little house on the headland overlooking the beach, being able to watch the whales and just watch life go by. We then purchased our first puppy, Mila, which you've probably seen. And we were pretty set up. We were pretty happy with the lives we were living, being able to go adventuring every weekend, checking out new beaches, going exploring. And we were pretty happy with the lives that we had set up for ourselves.
Until the curveball. I actually was at the abalone farm and I stood in a nail, and my lymph nodes, which are kind of little pods, I suppose, that fight infections, inflamed ridiculously because I didn't have a tetanus shot prior to this, so it was just like a really unfortunate thing. It actually went straight through the bottom of my boot, straight through into my foot. So I went to the doctors and they said, "I'll take this course of antibiotics, this should fix it if it doesn't come back. If it doesn't come back, we'll give you a stronger set." This is after we drove to Albany, which was 2 hours away. Bremer's a fun place like that, everything's a long way away. So I kind of was like, I'll take the antibiotics, she'll be right, we'll see what happens kind of thing. So anyway, took the antibiotics, got to the end of the script, went down a little bit, came back, getting bigger. So I was like, this isn't very good. Oh well, I'll sort it next time in Perth. Heading up to Perth in a couple of weekends for a long weekend to see my family. It's not that long away, it's just near some antibiotics. Can't be that bad, young boy thinking that's just what it was, I guess. So anyway, got to Perth, saw my GP. GP looked at me like, "You spastic, you need to go get this sorted right away." So all in the space of a day I went from, I need some antibiotics to, "Mate, you've got cancer." So that wasn't much fun. So our world got shook around, and we lost our little house down south and lost my job in industry after graduating from marine science, which is pretty rare. So it all came crashing down pretty quick, but luckily we moved in with the family. They were really supportive. Tegan stuck with me through weeks and weeks of absolute shit, and we got out the other side. So it was very surreal standing in the Kimberley, looking at the Horizontal Falls, catching barrel and poppers. It was just it was awesome. It was like, if I knew I was fighting for this, I would have kicked its ass a lot easier, I reckon. But we got through it in the end. But as you'll see the footage, and thank you, Starlight was just an absolutely next level thing. It's I'll never forget it. It was a trip of a lifetime. It really, really was a trip of a lifetime. So thank you for that.
Broome. So we just arrived in Broome. Today is Monday. It's about 3 o'clock and we just checked into our accommodation. Welcome to our room. Ooh. That's the bathroom. And if you walk out here, we have a nice view.
That's Cable Beach just over there. It's a bit windy today. Sitting by the pool, enjoying some prawns. The aftermath. Was that good? Sitting by the pool in our little bungalow. Bit beautiful. And they were some delicious Exmouth prawns. Were. Tegan demolished them. What do you got there, Teaster? Just walking down to Cable Beach for a look-see.
The iconic Cable Beach.
You're so good. Beautiful, she says. Got the camels up there. Heaps of cars up that other end, parked up, ready for the sunset, getting the best spots. More coming down the beach. There's back where our resorty thingy is. We're going to have dinner tonight. The tide's right out at the moment.
Just watching the sunset at Cable Beach. After watching the sunset at Cable Beach, we headed up to the Sunset Bar and Grill where we had a dinner reservation. We watched the last of the sun go down and had some awesome food. So I've just woken up, so today it's Tuesday morning. It is a bit foggy outside today, but we're gonna go down, get some breakfast. It's buffet breakfast, so we will definitely fill up on that. And then we've got to check out by 10, and then we're heading up to the Horizontal Falls today, which is exciting.
On a seaplane.
On a seaplane.
Breakfast. Beautiful view. And delicious food. Just had a beautiful breakfast for Teaster at the resort, buffet resort. Now we're just walking down, the fog's cleared up a little bit. And here come the camels. Beautiful day today. Oh, looks like more fog's rolling in, but a couple of planes passing overhead. That'll be us soon. Ooh, exciting. Camels just walking up off the beach. Probably done a sunrise tour. Some fog rolling in. Tide's still way out. Well, it came in at midnight, but it's back out again this morning. Yeah, we'll walk down and have a look.
The seaplane from Broome took about an hour and 15 minutes. As soon as we got off the seaplane, we got straight onto the fast boat which took us to the horizontal falls.
On a water speed of 25 kilometres an hour. Like I said, the fascinating thing is the volume of water. So looking at the sounder, we've got 44 metres. 44 metres of water travelling at 25 kilometres an hour. Over the length and width of the gap, it equals, they reckon, about 1 million litres a second. Alright, I'm just going to come out of here, do a U-turn and head on down, so hold on and watch that hat as well. Gets a bit windy from here.
The fast boat was quite impressive. With 1200 horsepower on the back that was made up of 4 300 horsepower yammies, it was able to sit in the current that was roaring through the gap easily. Ado, our skipper for the week, was comfortably holding the boat in the water and leisurely talking while driving through the gap. He was able to cut close to the corner, and it was incredibly stressful for myself, something I would never try on my own boat, but Ado had it down packed. His experience was showing.
After checking out the horizontal falls, we jumped aboard the boat Category 5. We made our way through Cyclone Creek, where you'll see these stunning rock formations, and headed to our home for the next 4 nights, which is called Barra Shack.
So the story with the rock formations, all the layers were created when the Earth was an ocean, right, just under 2 billion years ago. Yeah.
You got Nick and Tegan?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys up top here. Thank you. So bathrooms and the toilets are downstairs.
Yeah.
But I'll show you once we get down there. But the common area, tea and coffee, and all the meals will be served up at the top here.
Cool, thank you. Starlight Wish, an amazing holiday. That's so cute. We got a bottle of champagne. This is our little room. Our little room for the night. For the week. Yeah. Thanks, Starlight.
Yeah.
Let's see the view. The view from the window. Oh. Cute. Once we arrived at Barashack and unpacked our things, we had a quick bite to eat for lunch and then we were off on our next adventure.
Ada headed straight back on Category 5 to head out fishing. We cruised out of Cyclone Creek and headed up past the city, which was made up of the 2 houseboats where most people come in and go onto their fast boats. Cruised past all that, out to the mangroves, and Ada plucked the boat nicely into the mangroves at high tide, and we flicked out some live mullet and some other small baits. Tegan, of course, kicked my butt in fishing yet again, showing me up and catching a couple of nice estuary cod and a nice mangrove jack. The other crew were all laughing their heads off, looking at me, struggling, trying my best, and Tegan leisurely catching all the fish and not putting much effort in. After we finished catching some mangrove jack, well, Tegan at least, we headed up some deeper water in search of some fingermark and other reef species. A couple of crew got really lucky, pulled in some nice, real big mangrove jack, beautiful golden snapper, and I landed a nice blue line emperor myself.
Nice blue line.
Not quite as deep as the other one. And that's it. It's coming back out again.
So as you would have heard, this was the changing of tide, so we watched the tide come in and then make its way back out again.
There we go.
After we got back to the Barashack after checking out the horizontal falls during the changing of tides, we sat on the helipad and watched the first of many amazing Kimberley sunsets. We just had some beautiful dinner, some fish that we caught a bit earlier on in the day, and then we had an awesome dessert as well. We laid up on the helipad, watched stars go by, watched the world go by. So we had a pretty full-on day today, arriving here, going straight to the horizontal falls, out fishing. It was an awesome day. We're in bed now because we have an early start. The anchor's up at 5:45. We're heading out of Cyclone Creek, back to Talbot Bay where the city is. Then we're gonna look at the horizontal falls at low tide, and we have a big day of exploring ahead of us. I'll show you the itinerary in the morning. And I'm pretty excited to look out of this window in the morning.